What if the type and brand of pool equipment a pool company chooses is not based on performance or efficiency or cost effectiveness? What if it was chosen based on perks, trips, or even incentives, rebates that pool company gets? Wouldn't you want to know? In this video, we're going to explain to you why you should care about the equipment that goes underneath your pool and back in the equipment area. Was the pool equipment chosen for your benefit or the pool company's benefit? We're going to be giving you some smart questions that you should be asking before you sign any contract. So let's talk about why it's so common to see one brand in a backyard by a swimming pool, like Hayward, like Pentair, like Jandy. The pool industry often refers to these as the big three. They are big global companies. These global companies actually give rebates based on volume back to the pool company, sometimes a couple times a year or at the very end of the year based on the total number of gross sales that company has done. So there's incentive for the company. There's also incentive for the salespeople. Salespeople are often incentivized based on the volume of sales they make, whether it come in the form of a gift card or even trips. Another legitimate reason is those companies will make a panel or a program that only talks to that brand's equipment. For example, a Hayward panel is not going to talk to a Pentair pump. They don't speak the same language. And we know this firsthand because we've been doing it for over 20 years. We've worked with Hayward for a long time as well as Pentair. And we still sell those products through different divisions, e-commerce and service. And we realized something. Are these good brands? Absolutely. Was it the best pump? Was it the best filter? Was it the best heater? Well, it was often at our test facility we found that, maybe one brand did better than another in a particular product. One pump outperformed another, one heater outperformed another. And we didn't think it was fair at the end of the day that we were putting all one brand of equipment because it benefited us, or the automation, the panel only talked to that equipment. We decided we want to get you, the customer, the best equipment possible. What can save them money in the long run? What could be easier to maintain in the long run? And that's why we at Shasta walked away from the one brand model, because we realized there were other components of the equipment that outperformed others. Being an almost 60-year-old family business, you might be asking yourself, well, I worked with Shasta. Is all the Hayward equipment I got or all the Pentair equipment I got bad? The answer is no, it is not bad. There is a lot of good. But what we've discovered through a test facility, a lot of outside research, is there are pieces of equipment that outperform others. Let's consider a couple of analogies to hopefully help make this a little more clear. If you ever went to your general doctor, would you ask that general doctor to perform heart surgery on you? No. There's a cardiologist for that. There's a specialist for that. And if that's too extreme of an example, let's talk about your house. Would you expect that from the foundation to the frame to the air conditioning unit to the stove should be one brand? No, I think that's common sense to all of us that different companies with one particular product can outperform other companies. Well, that's all we've done at Shasta is we've looked at, regardless of brand name, what system is performing the best, what filter is performing the best, what pump, what automation that talks to all the components, what's performing the best. So let's talk about the smart questions I promised you in the beginning of this video that you can ask to the pool company you're meeting with. 1, do you offer mostly one brand of equipment? And if so, why is that? If the answer is it's because it's the best, that's not a very good answer. The equipment should be demonstratable. It should have tangible proof behind why it's the best for you. Remember, it's your pool, not the pool company's. A follow-up question you can ask to that one brand question is, do you get rebates or incentives from the manufacturers you use? Now, you may not care about this, and if someone else is incentivized, no big deal. But we recognize if there's additional temptation to push a particular brand or product on you, you may not be as much of the focus as you would like. The focus should be 100% you. Remove the temptation, remove the incentive, you're the only focus. One last smart question we'll leave with you is, can you choose a different filter or a different pump or a different automation system that maybe your research has led you to? The answer will be interesting. If they say no, hopefully they give you an answer as to why. And if it's all one brand, let the red flag go up in your mind that, maybe this isn't all the best. But any company should be able to show you, prove to you, or walk you through, whether it be tests, third-party information, or proofs as to why this equipment is best for you. We hope that this video didn't overwhelm you, but gave you reasons why you should care for your sake as to what brand of equipment and what type of equipment your pool company is choosing. We also hope that the smart questions we gave you help you in your pool research journey. Even if we're not the right fit for you, these are great questions to ask pool companies to make sure that you're not only happy day one when you sign on the dotted line, but you're happy 10 years, 15 years down the road in owning this pool. If you're interested in learning more, we have a great learning center on our website where we actually have a couple of blogs specific to pool equipment, the one brand, comparing different filter types. Even our design centers set up in Surprise and out in Mesa are set up not as sales offices, but learning centers, if you will, where all the equipment is set side by side. You get to see how they all work and choose what's best for you. Or you could schedule a free consultation with us by going to our website, clicking the schedule a consultation button, or giving us a call.